Welcome back to another installment of Late Night Games. We're here playing Shogun 2 Total War. I'm your host, Paul, and we're here with Dave. Where we left off... Hello, Dave. Where we left off last time, I had just fought a battle, if you want to use the term fought, against the Mogami by sitting back and waiting as the Hanma came to reinforce me, and then ran through me, fought the Mogami, losing heavy amounts of units, also injuring the Mogami quite severely, leaving both armies crippled and me sitting there like sparkling sunshine at their doorstep. It is now Dave's turn, and he was prepared to attack the Imagawa. At last we watched what he was doing. I'm not sure if he's still planning on doing that, but that's where his army is currently poised, outside of the province of Totomi. And Dave, it is your turn, so let loose what you want to do.
Yay! So now I get to go and kill some people. Yay! I love killing people. It's so much fun. Before I actually attack, in the far southwest, I'm moving my trade ship just to see if I can start trade with the foreign countries. And it appears I can.
It's quite the long trade route.
It is. And just gonna build a couple more boats.
As you can see on our mini-map, far more of it has become colored since the initial time when we played. That's because as we're playing, we are discovering new clans, and their territory is getting filled up on our map as we know what's going on in that territory.
Okay. So I'm just going through my notifications, and once I'm done that, I will be attacking the Imagawa clan, who have fortunately just left their castle, making the battle a little bit easier for me.
Hey Dave, how goes that little soul patch thing you were growing last time I saw you?
The goatee.
The goatee, yes.
I actually shaved it off due to an unfortunate fight I had with my razor one day. I'll probably grow it back again. I did have it for about 2 years before that.
Oh, it is my turn, it sounds like. But the game just doesn't want to respond, so let's give it a moment. Probably a bit of internet lag.
It's actually just waiting on you to choose whether or not you want to spectate on the battle.
It's your attack turn. And your general's ready, your daimyo's ready for an upgrade.
The upgrade arrow that he has there is an unspent skill point. The reason I'm not spending that is because I can add to the next level of unlocks once he gains another level.
Ah.
Yeah.
When I have one of my generals survive a battle, I'll show you guys what it is to upgrade troop generals or specialty units.
Sort of a little bit of a role-playing aspect with the generals and the ninja, geisha, monk, and Metsuke units, in that when you use them and they're successful, or sometimes even unsuccessful, they gain experience, and that experience leads towards skill points that you can then use to kind of hone their skills and make them better at what they do.
Which is always enjoyable.
Yes. Currently, every turn you get 2 skill points, and for my daimyo there, I spent 1 skill point making him a strategist, which just increases the amount of space that he can move in a turn, basically. So we're just loading the battle now. Unlike Paul, I haven't researched the fire arrows, but I do have a clear advantage in this battle.
Now, since Dave doesn't have an allied faction sitting parked outside who will happily go and destroy the enemy for him, Dave will have to actually fight this one on his own. Mind you, Dave does have a couple units of reinforcement up in the north, which are going to be coming in, as he did have a second army nearby, a far smaller army. But either way, its units will come in and reinforce as the battle progresses.
Indeed. I'm not too worried about positioning here. It's going to be a little bit difficult for me in that the enemy will be hidden by the forest that dots the land.
Hi. I wish I knew what they were saying. Probably encouraging words of wisdom and bravery.
Now, by selecting all of those units as a group, I was able to get them to stay in formation as they walk. They don't always do it well, but the better the general is, the better their formations will be. My reinforcing units have already come in.
I would say park your guys once you hit the forest. That way your archers are semi-isolated. And wait for him to come to you. Because he looks like he's coming. He's coming fast, and he's going to be tired by the time he gets to you. Now his units are backing up. They're playing a little cat and mouse with you, Dave.
A little bit. Looks like he's retreating to a hill, possibly in the back.
Why would he move forward
from
first?
The battle.
His samurai have stopped, so he's just moving his formation to the point where he's standing pretty much where he's at. And now he's moving forward again, charging at full speed with his archers. Keep an eye out, his cavalry also just charged forward with full force. But yeah, he's got his units running around in circles. By the time they get to you, they're going to be exhausted.
We can only hope.
He has a unit of Bow Ashigaru coming through the forest. They're currently hidden on your screen, though. Some Katana Samurai sitting in the forest as well. And then he's got his Bow Ashigaru off to the side of him. Their flags just came into view. They're rushing forward. There goes a battle cry. Get your archers to loose.
Oh, they are.
And as your arrows fly forth, his units just drop and get left behind. Those samurai are coming in, though, for the kill. You might want to try and stop them with someone. Spearmen against samurai? That's not a very good move, Dave. But it's all you got, isn't it?
They're samurai spearmen.
That'll help.
I think I've effectively scared many of his units.
Rushing everyone at it as the arrows just rain down death. You might want to have your archers focus on his archers. Take them out before they can cause more damage to you. You've got 6 units of archers. You can probably get... yeah, they're firing at will. But it looks like the archers on your far south aren't actually doing anything. They're too far away from the battle.
They're firing at will.
But they're not actually firing. I've been watching them for like 10 seconds here. There's no one in range. So they'll fire if someone comes into range.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
Really? How?
The archers are attacking at them.
Those archers aren't going to survive long enough to get anything. He has rallied his troops and he's coming in for a final push with his healthy guys. Archers retreating. just so you know, your general has engaged in combat with spearmen.
Oh, you mean my light cavalry?
Yes.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
I thought that was your
They're
general.
attacking from the back.
Also, your 3 units of Yari Samurai and Yari Ashigaru are right now getting kind of rocked by his larger number of units. You might want to advance your bows forward to counter the attack. It looks like your light cavalry are retreating.
That's okay.
Those samurai are getting arrows rained down on them from hell.
A lot of micromanagement involved in these battles.
Come on, Dave, you're management material.
Yes, yes I am.
Micromanage those mofos. He just charged your spearmen with his cavalry, his general.
Yep.
And I watched a horse run into the fray with a guy on it, and then run through the fray, no longer having a guy on it.
This will definitely be considered a Pyrrhic victory or a close victory. I didn't fight it as well as I had hoped.
You will definitely be winning this, but you can probably make better use of your archers and pull them a little closer to the battle on the hill.
And I believe that's all she wrote. I think I lost my light cavalry unit. But other than that, I think I've done quite well.
Considering that was his main force, that was quite a nice push on your owners. Of the slave rebellions I've seen in history, that's probably one of the better ones.
I want to know where you got your time machine, because I'd like to watch some slave rebellions as well throughout history.
Dude,
that'd be pretty cool.
I'm a gamer. Do you have any idea how many games take place throughout history?
That's a very good point. You just sounded very literal.
Well, that's because I'm a literary genius, perhaps. Which has nothing to do with being literal. I know, Dave. Misusing English words is a great way to prove how literal you are.
Yes. It's a sign of literary genius.
Yes.
Now I'm going to auto-resolve the castle battle.
Won't that damage the gates?
Yes. But it'll make things easier.
Fair enough.
He didn't kill any of my units, which is pretty impressive of my army, if I do say so myself.
Oh, you didn't attack the castle, you attacked his remaining units. Now
no,
you
his
attack
remaining
the castle.
units joined in the battle.
Oh. I'm guessing you are no longer a vassal?
Nope. I'm free to attack who I choose now.
That was a nice expansion, Dave.
Yes.
Now, do you want to maybe split your forces to your other provinces in case you get a counterattack, not just from Imagawa, but from your other two enemies now?
Their only access point is through Mino, and I do have quite a big army waiting in Owari for anyone who attacks me from the north or the west there.
Ah, yeah, your only undefended point is Mikawa, which they'd have to come through Owari or come through Totomi to get to.
Well, they could technically march through the forest, but I really doubt that the AI will do that, so I think I'm alright.
Quite a provocative turn of events.
If I do say so myself. I'm just moving my Metsuke through the Hojo's territory, as with some luck I might be able to bribe a province away from them.
Bribery is the spice of life. Actually, no, variety is.
Sorry, that was a force of habit, that save.
Do you typically save, then attempt to make the bribe, and then if they die, you reload?
No, I try to keep myself from reloading unless I make an absolute weird mistake, like clicking the wrong thing and causing a serious problem.
Like
in general,
when Densar Retornia accidentally walked through the door instead of opening it.
That's very characteristic of Densar, and I believe something that I might have done, because in this game a simple misclick could mean the difference between winning and losing, really, especially at the start of the game. But I generally do a quick save before the end of my turn, just in case for whatever reason I need to go and do something else, I get a work call or something like that. At any rate, I'm just going to upgrade a few buildings and then we'll consider my turn to be over.
T-minus 23 seconds. 20, 19, 18, 17. I can't keep up, counting at this speed. 12, 11. Oh, it stopped at 12.
12 it is. 12 it is.
War declared. The Iko Iki declared war on Takeda. Takeda declared war on Segi. I got Katana Samurai. I encountered Hojo. I encountered Shoni. Our ninja was detected. And the Saito have been destroyed. Now, what remains here? It looks like there's not much left of the castle town. I can continue the siege, or I can assault, or auto-resolve. You know, I'm going to auto-resolve this battle because there's nothing really left of them, and I will lose a lot less units auto-resolving. I lost 99 units, and he lost all of his units.
Well done.
Territory is now mine, and I have been promoted. I will peacefully occupy. General increased in rank, and that forced the Hojo to get out of my town.
The Hanma.
Hanma, yep. Yes. Not sure why I called them Hojo. I'll establish a spy network. I will repair the castle gates. Which will take one turn. else will I do? They have a quarry, which decreases the cost of constructing buildings, increases the wealth commerce, and provides 6 tons of sturdy stone. I can upgrade it to a stonemason, which increases the wealth by 150, or to 150, decreases the cost of buildings by 20%, and provides 12 tons of sturdy stone. I'm going to wait until this territory is a little more secure before I do that. Currently it is at unrest. Let's find out why. Resistance to invasion, tax burden, devastation. So the resistance to invaders is predicted to drop from 3 to 4. The devastation is predicted to drop to 0 as I repair things. And the castle repression is predicted to jump up to 4 due to my having an army there. So currently they are unhappy, but they should be happy soon enough. In the meantime, I will make them exempt from taxes. Now they're happy this turn. And this is my province now. It will be mine, and I will keep it. Oh, the Mogami are to the south, marching up. I don't think they're very pleased with my killing of them.
Hopefully you can hold the castle on the second attempt.
I have a lot more units alive this time. It's no longer me with so few. I'm going to upgrade this unit. How do you upgrade? There we go, right click. So I can choose a retainer. My options are a Jiu-Jitsu Master or an Armored War Dog. Jiu-Jitsu Master increases my command during ambushes. War Dog increases melee attack for this general and his bodyguard, which is his unit. I'll go with the Armored War Dog, because that's just badass. He also has +1 melee attack for him and his bodyguard, -4 to special ability cooldown time for all soldiers under his command. And I am going to give him a point in Strategist, allowing him to increase campaign movement range for all units under his command by 10%. And I will leave the other point unspent until my next level up. On the diplomacy screen, there's still not much else I can do, so I'm going to leave things as they are. Apparently my clan is not respected.
His clan is not respected.
And is that why it's a -20 to his relationship with me?
Yep.
Oh.
It relates directly to his daimyo's honor. Considering his daimyo was just killed, a new one would have taken over.
Not Hanma. Hanma's daimyo wasn't killed. I was looking at Hanma.
Oh. Well, I think the Hanma in general aren't respected.
Nothing new to do with my family. And that will be it for my turn, actually.
With 1 second to go.
I also know why the Hanma didn't attack and couldn't attack the castle directly and can only wait until I reinforced, until they attacked me. I was sieging the castle. How else would they get in?
It's a very good point.
So they basically just had to wait there until the guys came out of their castle. Then they were like, they're out! Kill them! Then when they retreated back to the castle, whimpering with their tail between their legs, I was like, yeah, bitch, please. Oh, they're getting ready to attack.
There's only one unit there. They don't pose any of a threat at this time. It looked like they had their forces concentrated there. You did strike it quite lucky, in that they didn't decide that Hanma helped you out there.
Yeah, had Hanma not helped, I probably would not have been able to win that battle. And if I did, I would not have won it with as few losses as I did, and my defensive position in Ugo would be far less defensible. Hey Dave, what time did we start this session? Not the previous one, but this one.
This one. I'm not sure.
I know.
Do you have any idea?
I'd say about 20 minutes ago. Ballparking.
Okay. You want to call it a close?
After 20 minutes? Oh, with Shogun, we go at least 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, okay.
The last one was an hour.
We'll cut this dialogue out.
No need.
Just... Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Sometimes we run into cases where we're losing track of time. It's the type of game it is. I mean, Dave, remember, you and I have played this game once from, like, sunrise to sunset.
Or, in my case, from dusk
sunset
till dawn.
Nicely played.
Yes. That's what we try to do. Play it nicely. You know, if you do have any suggestions for us here at Late Night Games, something that we do that you don't like, something that we do that you do like, please be sure to make a comment. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I believe Twitter, yes? Yes?
Yep.
No?
You can go to Twitter at Loki Ramos is our Twitter account. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/Late Night Games.
Maybe just a little bit of enjoyable background noise, if nothing else. I'm just going about my business on my turn here. As a consideration, I might try to bribe an army or a settlement from my enemies. Let's just see what we can do. I'm just moving my Metsuke a little bit closer to this castle town over here. I have a 35% chance of bribing them. I'm going to take that chance.
And you put your hand out in offering?
And it failed, unfortunately. It cost me about 500 gold to fail. Or, sorry, 500 koku to fail. But, it was worth a try anyways.
Dude, I think the Hojo clan are 4chaners. They know how to Triforce.
Are you saying that by the... Sorry, I don't get the reference at all. I'm not a 4chan kind of person.
Do you not see the Triforce on their flag? From Zelda?
Oh, okay. They've Triforced it. I get it.
They know how to Triforce.
Alright.
Knowing how to Triforce is reference to an ASCII character set where it creates a Triforce out of characters. And people who are unfamiliar with the formatting system of the site, when they try to do it, the top arrow is directly above the bottom arrow as opposed to centered between the two. So it doesn't ever look right. And only someone who is familiar with the ways of the site and its formatting can actually properly get it to move where it's centered above the two.
Just doing a few upgrades here and there. And I think we can call that my turn. Bribery is a lot of fun.
Mission issued. My lord, our domain has been instilled by an enemy clan. We must deploy ninja to infiltrate their armies and sabotage their supplies. Sabotage an army belonging to Clan Mogami within the next 6 turns, and that will give me a +2 to melee defense for all units if I can succeed. Well, sabotage an army? I think I shall. Enemy army sabotaged. Success. Mission successful. Ninja increases in rank. All in all, good. The ninja can either get an incredible disguise, 10% to the chance that the ninja will avoid detection when unsuccessful, or a fugu shaft, 5% against an agent's critical success chance. I am gonna give him an incredible disguise so he can always escape alive, which apparently the incredible disguise looks like a fish.
Fish disguises.
A fish disguise.
Fish guys.
And I'm going to give him 2 points in assassin, because he will be an assassin, this ninja. That will be his primary role. Plus 10% of the chance that the ninja will avoid detection, and his assassination is currently at 4 stars. I will let the Mogami just slowly suffer in the winter as they die in my territory. Meanwhile, I will have my boat enter my trading port. Repair. I will have this trade vessel join the rest. So I've got 3 trade ships in that trading post, which still isn't as much as I could, but it's better than 0. Now these 2 were supposed to join the other army, but I'm actually going to let them do that, so that they can reinforce it and then I can pull some units away. That's actually a good plan. Yes, good.
That's good, yeah.
That's very good. In 1 more turn, I will learn Torofuken. And I'm currently only earning 329 income per turn. I know why. Alright, Ugo. Are you happy now? I didn't want to talk to the man, I wanted to talk to the province. Ugo province. They are quite happy, so they are no longer exempt from taxes. And they will still remain happy. Global food supply is still at +1. They have a harbor, which I will upgrade to a trading port, increasing my potential trade partners. And that will be my turn. As my units slowly march through to reinforce my other city at Ugo. The Triforce dudes swim around, all nice and nice. The Swaggy moving around. The Choso Kabe. The Iko Iki.
Shoni. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie.
I love that clan.
You can't tell if they're giving a war cry or stepping on a nail. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie.
Ouchie!
Oh.
He's going to intercept. And is that a decent-sized army?
There are 3 units in that particular army. I've been given the option to recruit a general, but I've actually said no. It's going to be a bit of a time-consuming turn, because I'm just building more trade ships to take out to the 2 trading posts that I now have.
I don't like how Mogami is moving towards my capital.
I think you have sufficient forces there to take them out.
Oh yeah, my capital's not in risk, it's my reinforcements that are at risk. My reinforcements only 2 units.
Oh.
A little samurai and a little spearman. They're just kind of marching through the countryside. One guy with his sword, another with his spear, just chilling out. Actually, it's 120 guys with their swords and 150 guys with their spears just chilling out.
Yeah. So the Triforce clan actually had an army and put it directly next to my Metsuke. And while we were talking, I actually managed to bribe him, and now he is officially a member of my clan. And I'm going to use him to take over a province, hopefully, if all goes according to plan.
The large army?
It was just not a large army, it was just one unit. But hopefully an undefended province will leave me with the opportunity to take it over just with the one unit.
That is quite nice. Quite nice indeed. What type of unit was it?
Just a Yari samurai, so the spearmen who also have katanas.
Better than nothing, my friend. Better than nothing. Plus, that got your Metsuke some experience. Increasing the skill of his tongue. Sorry.
Tongue skills.
Tongue skill +5.
Just getting my trade ships out. And my large navy just to back up my position there in case I make any enemies. And then taking my trade ship to the other trade port just north of the one that I had taken last turn, just so that I can get as many of them as possible. And see if there are any trade partners I can go into agreements with. Yep, I'm just going to make an agreement with the Shoni clan. Sorry, Satomi clan. You'll note that when you're in diplomacy and multiplayer, it does allow you to pause your turn time.
Which makes sense. Sorry about that, my headset kind of fell off my face for a moment.
Oh, okay.
Probably best not to ask why my headset was on my face.
Yeah, I'll just assume. Were you speaking with your guests there?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It was on my face because, well, look at my face. It's pretty.
Fair enough.
It's a wonderful face. I mean, look at it. Just look at it!
I'll pass this time. Just this once I'll pass. Alright, and that's my turn.
I have now mastered an art, and now it's having me learn secret police, which, since I don't have Metsuke, I'm not going to bother with secret police. I'm going to instead go for equal fields, which I will learn in 6 turns, allowing me to increase my food production. Food is good, yes. I like food. I will have these 2 armies join, so now I have a 3-unit army. And I will assassinate the general of this army that's heading towards my base.
Ooh, ninja video.
Ninja, 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 ninja.
I'm willing to wager that he's going to be successful.
Oh! And that man's down. Sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky ninja. Oh, here's the general. And there's a rope. A string. And I'm pouring some poison down the string, which is dripping into his tea. Nom nom nom. Good rice. You know what will wash that down well? Some delicious tea. And down he goes. Enemy wounded. Although unable to kill our target, our ninja succeeded in wounding and putting his adversary out of action for a while. That will certainly help. And what's this army? It's bow samurai. It's 77 units of bow samurai. It did suffer attrition. Also, what can I construct here? I don't want to mark it. Although it does increase wealth. And wealth is important. You could also do a Buddhist temple. I'm actually going to build... I'll build the market. Each market chain building enables you to sustain 1 additional Metsuke, 200 wealth from commerce, plus 5 per turn to town growth from commerce within the province, and enables the building of Metsuke. Which, if I can build a nice Metsuke, I can use it to purchase the armies that he's got sitting in my territory. And then I get more armies. If I'm successful. And if I'm not, well, boo.
Boo?
Boo. Boo boo. Alrighty, and I am going to send my boats around the north of the island to head down the western side, now that they've been replenished. On the diplomacy screen, the Hatakeyama. An enemy of my enemy is my friend. I share an enemy with them.
They're probably not doing too well with the Mogami either.
So I'm going to enter negotiations, see if they're willing to trade again.
Speak and do not mumble. Honesty and clarity march forwards together in negotiations.
I will also arrange a marriage of my daughter, Date Yamagi. How about you just want to marry my daughter? Yes, no? For a payment of 500 Goku? Unacceptable? Fine. You don't get my daughter then. She's a sexy little 14-year-old. I can't believe I just said that. That is wrong on like every level. I'm gonna end my turn now before I do something stupid.
I think you already have, man. Oh, that's too funny. Oh.
Wow. I think I'm broken. I blame lack of coffee. It appears the purple guys are sitting outside your trading post, poised to strike.
Well, they'll have to declare war on me to do so, so I'm not that worried. Although that Sky Blue clan does look like it would be a worthy trade partner.
Hey! Don't you attack my frickin' farms! You got some wacko pirates coming in.
Coming in to attack me. Let's see what I've got.
Apparently the advantage.
I do have an advantage. I think I'm just gonna auto-resolve this battle. Sorry that we're not showing you any naval battles, but they are really long and tedious because the boats seem to take quite a while to get anywhere. He didn't manage to take out any... Well, he took out one of my boats, but I was able to actually capture one of his. And now he's run away.
Into your port. I still can't believe that bastard attacked my farm.
They just have no comeuppance.
I know.
They don't get their comeuppance.
They should learn a little bit of respect. I mean, come on. I go out of my way to give the man some time off by poisoning him so he could take a bit of a holiday, and he rewards me by attacking my farmlands. I mean, what is this? How is this nice? How is this mutual respect?
It's not. I think you should destroy him.
I will crush him beneath my foot, and I will feel him squiggle between my toes like some old jam.
I like the word squiggle. Squiggle was a good use of words.
That's that literary genius of me breaking out again with my literary powers of being literal.
Literary powers of being literal.
Yep.
Oh, I guess that's a little bit of alliteration. Literary powers of being literal. So, I'll give you that one.
As long as we don't start breaking out into limericks. Hi, ta-tee-ta-tee-ta-tie.
Top of the morning to ya. Oh, I can't do accents to save my life.
Neither can I. I broke into a couple in the past and they just do not work. Ever.
But you know... Well, that wasn't a good example. But I can do a good Russian sometimes. If the mood strikes me right.
Which it doesn't today, because that sucked.
Oh well.
It's worth a shot. The only time that I can do an impersonation or an accent well is when I'm not intending it, and people are like, dude, you totally sounded so-and-so. I'm like, wait, what?
Just accidental.
That, and I can impersonate horses fairly well. And monkeys.
Oh.
I can impersonate a monkey. But when I do, it's a little too loud, and it'll actually peak the microphone, so I'm not going to do that.
Good call.
And my neighbors may complain again from the last time I was doing monkey impersonations.
Just another naval battle I'm auto-resolving.
I heard the little chink of swords, which I never got understood with naval battles. On guard, boat! Speaking of on guard, I was watching Die Another Day the other day, which is not one of my favorite Bond movies, but by far one of my favorite scenes in it is the fencing scene.
Ah, yes. The fencing with the Asian guy who gets himself turned white. Am I remembering this correctly?
I don't know if it's an Asian guy who gets himself turned white. I can't remember. I don't think it's an Asian guy turned white. It's just a white guy. But he always plays for money, and he's a gambler. And so Bond shows up at the culture club and is all like, I'd love to meet this man. And then he goes and meets him, and he's like, well, let's play $1,000 a point. So the guy hit him twice. Then Bond offered to up the stakes and offered him one of this guy's smuggled diamonds, because this guy's actually the main bad guy. And hold on one moment. My phone's ringing.
Take your time.
This is Paul. Alright everyone, I'm back. And this is where we're actually going to call it a video. We made some significant progress this turn. Dave and I have both expanded our territories, expanded our influence, and expanded our accumulation of wealth. Tune in next time as we continue to push our influence across all of Japan and eventually crush our enemies beneath our toes, all squiggly and squashily. Check us out on Facebook and or Twitter to see what's going on with Late Night Games, and of course subscribe if you want to keep up to date on all our future releases. If you have anything to say, positive, negative, suggestions, leave it in the comment section down below. We will be watching the comment section, taking your advisement, taking your information. Hit a like on this video if you like what you see. And as always, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.